Hello, welcome back to DIS. This Idiot Speaks. I am this idiot, and you're here again. This one, we are going on to the Warlock, called the Fiend Lord Patron. Alright, so without further ado, let us go. The Warlock Fiend Lord. As a warlock of this subclass, your patron is one of the fiends or lords of Avernus, or some other hellscape, where demons and devils battle for supremacy. Such deities or fiends that might offer you such a pact might be Tiamat, Asmodeus, Zariel, Bel, or any of the Dark Eight, generals to Asmodeus. You might plan to use this power to command other devils and fiends, where upon your death you will fully transform into a powerful fiend in the 9 layers of hell. Or perhaps you will look for some other option to save your soul and escape hell itself. Expanded spell list. Fiend Lord. Fiend Lord lets you choose from an expanded list of spells when you learn a warlock spell. The following spells are added to the Warlock spell list for you. First level spell slots are Burning Hands and Command. The second level spell slots are Suggestion and Scorching Ray. Third level is Fireball and Intellect Fortress. Fourth is Charm Monster and Wall of Fire. And fifth is Infernal Calling and Polymorph. Misery Loves Company. First level Fiend Lord feature. You gain control of a devil from hell. This companion can be summoned as a bonus action on your turn. It can be dismissed without using an action. It can speak and understand only Infernal. As its master, you can communicate with it telepathically. If the lesser devil's HP hit points goes below 0, it requires a long rest to perform a ritual to be able to summon it again with your bonus action. You also learn the language Infernal if you did not already know it. Here are the stats of the Lesser Devil. Lesser Devil, it's Fiend, Small Devil, Neutral, Armor class of 12, Natural Armor, hit points equal to Lesser Devil's Constitution modifier plus your Charisma modifier, plus 3 times your level in this class. Speed is 40 feet. Strength is of a 4, -4. Maybe it's a -4. It's a -3. Dex is of a 12, so +1. Con is of a 14, so +2. Intelligence is of 14, so +2. Wisdom is a 10, +0. And Charisma is a 6, -2. Saving throws is of Dexterity. Dex +3 and Int +4. Skills is Arcana +4 and Perception +2. Damage resistance is Fire. Condition immunity is Charmed. Senses is Dark Vision 60 feet and Passive Perception of 12. Languages is Infernal. Might of the Master. The following numbers increases by 1 when your proficiency bonus increases by 1. The Devil's skill and saving throw bonuses above and the bonuses to hit and damage of its attack, and the number of hit points restored by its Reinvigorate action below. Devil's resistance. The devil has advantage on saving throws for surprised or frightened. Darcy? Yeah? Actions require your bonus action. Hell Flame. Range spell attack, +4 to hit, reach 60 feet. On target you can see. The damage is 1d8 +2 fire damage. Reinvigorate is 3 times a day. The devil uses the misery of those around it to restore 2d8 +2 hit points to itself or to one other fiend within 5 feet of it. Reaction: Devil's Quip. The devil insults one creature it can see that is within 15 feet of it, that is making an attack against a creature that is not the devil. Roll a d6 and minus that from the attack roll. The Devil's Fire. 6th level Fiend Lord feature. You can change the damage type of your Eldritch Blast to fire. In addition, you also gain resistance to fire damage. The Devil You Don't Know. 10th level Fiend Lord feature. You also gain the ability to cast Polymorph on your devil to turn it into any beast or fiend whose CR is equal to half your level. Once per long rest. Your bonus action is still required for it to make attacks. You may also use Polymorph on yourself for the same monster type fiend. Same CR restrictions apply. After you do this for the first time, your creature type will be fiend in addition to whatever race you were beforehand. The Devil is Not Just Hot. 14th level Fiend Lord feature. In addition to your fire damage and resistance, you also gain resistance to cold, poison, and can choose to adjust your Eldritch Blast damage to cold damage or poison. Also, your devils gain this same feature and can choose what damage type it deals. In addition, you gain control of a second lesser devil. Alright. So we know the criteria of story. If it's too overpowered, underpowered. Let's see here. Of course, my grammar Nazi. And what I think of it, if I think it's too similar to another subclass, or it should be another class. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. So what do I think of it? Story-wise, I think it's pretty interesting. Kind of cool how it's more of like summoning, gaining the power from your patron to summon another of its minions. Expanded spell list. I think it makes sense. I like it. Misery Loves Company. That's the basic general feature that it's all kind of based around. Basically, you gain a control of one of its minions, basically. So it's kind of like a companion, or looks similar to like a Seal Defender from an Artificer. A little more powerful than a familiar, but it also scales with you. The Devil's Fire, so you can change Eldritch Blast to fire damage, and you gain resistance to that. That's pretty nice. Although fire is a very usually resisted or immune damage type. Although Force is a lot less common. I think it's more for flavor, which is cool. Devil You Don't Know. The cast Polymorph is cool. I think the CR is a bit much. Although you can do it once per long rest. And it looks like you can. So you also use it on yourself, but only for the monster type Fiend. That one, the one for the devil is Beast or Fiend. Same CR restrictions apply, which is pretty cool. It is a bit OP, overpowered. And then the devil's just not just hot, so you also gain resistance to other damage types, cold and poison, and you can change the damage to those. Poison is another very resisted damage type. Cold and not as much, but it can be. That's cool, and it's cool that you can gain control of another lesser devil. I'm guessing it's still, to control both, it takes just one bonus action, because that would make sense. So story is pretty cool. I like how you're like controlling a minion of your patron. The only thing is, I think it is slightly underpowered because the damage type you gain are usually pretty resisted or immunized. I don't know. They're pretty much immune or resistant to it, I think. But it's cool that you gain resistances as well. Let's see here. If it's too close to another patron, kind of the same one that it is. The Fiend. Let's see, spell list. Looks like it's. Okay. So the spell list is pretty much the same. Let's see here. Although, Fiend, same tankiness, but it is a slightly different flavor, which is cool. It is pretty similar to it though. I mean, at first glance, it is a bit similar. Although Fiend Lord is enough of a change that it can't stand on its own. Yeah. Seemed very short. A little sneak peek of the next week. The next week should be interesting. It is a wizard arcane tradition. This one is called School of Madness. Go get closer just to read it. So it looks like School of Madness is a bit more like dealing into you as a wizard have studied studied so much that the immense knowledge has kind of broken you a bit, or you have gone into you've looked into like forbidden lore and its knowledge, and it's messed with your mind. It looks like that should be interesting. Yeah, this was another short one, or shorter, which is fine. We're getting better at this, hopefully. So, again, if you enjoyed this, I thought this was insightful, share with your friends, family, your Dungeons and Dragons group, your DM. If you thought this was terrible, you hated it for whatever reason, let me know. If you liked it, let me know. If you think there's anything I can improve on, let me know. If you hated it, share with your enemies, the DM you hate. Yeah. Or the player that you hate, just to kind of annoy them. Karma. It's good business for me. Yeah, if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, click that bell, comment on it if you want to. I will be reading it, and I will be seeing you next time on DIS.